Smooth as honey, Tsunami. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, let's get into this next game. Mud Golems beating down in game number 1. Theban, do you think they have a better chance? Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting game, and a game of ultimates, really, because I think this Exorcism is going to be very important. Obviously, God's Strength, always very important, and the Ravage are the big ultimates I'm looking at in this game. I think S4's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders to try and make some big things happen, because without it, his team are a little bit limited. But I gotta say, I'm not loving the support duo from Mud Golems. I mean, I guess Omni Knight's always good when you've got the Sven, but in terms of what they can do together, once more, you don't have the setup. You know, there's no soft initiation from the side of Mod Golems. You can't just throw someone in here and try and find a pick-off, which is what they struggled from last game. So I'm wondering if they're going to fall into that same trap. They raid the high ground here, but the Avalanche gets thrown out from Hanskin to stop the aggression, and that an introductory smoke will achieve nothing.
"30 seconds to battle." The battle begins.
Stern out from the Spenders. Hanskin rocks on through with the Avalanche. Was it quick enough to pick up the bouncy rune? It most certainly was. Hanskin will be able to take it, and that's going to make it 2 for 2 for Alliance as FNG picks up the other one here. So despite a little bit of a scuffle, it's all nice and even on the bouncy rune front. Nothing crazy starting things off. Talk about crazy. Are any of these lanes which you think could get a bit wild or a bit carried away with one side or the other? Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it just comes down to the big brawl, and Sven loves that. I mean, especially Sven plus Omni, they love a bit of a brawl, so fully expecting Skidder to have a pretty free time up here in this top lane. Meanwhile, in towards mid, we've got the Lina versus the Void Spirit. A lot of potential for this just to be a straight-up farm trade, but also a lot of potential for somebody to die if they misstep. Two very squishy, high-damage heroes. One could get caught by the other at any available opportunity. And these power runes are going to be very, very key in this middle lane.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, every time he's away, you gotta try and make the most out of it, because you never know what else he could be getting up to. Potential for the rotation is pretty high as they toss back Fada, yeah, under that tower. That's doing a lot of damage. Won't be able to finish the job, though, unfortunately, because they don't really have much lockdown past the Avalanche and the toss, but still a good amount of harass, and that is going to force out at least a couple of tangos from the Omni Knight. Yeah, she's been pretty annoying in that regard. Yeah, do you remember? Was it? I can't remember who it was who came up against Milan as Enchantress and just decided not to level Enchant, and that turned out to be the worst idea ever. Ah, yeah. Celery. That was an awkward game. No.
Dire's structures are fortified.
It feels bad. Yeah, for sure. Even gave him a good amount of pressure onto Milan as F&G getting run down a little bit here. If Milan can find the angle for the arrow, might just come in nice and close and be able to finish the job with some right clicks regardless. They will drop FNG, and Nico Baby going to be forced back under that tower as well. Milan really not winning this trade with Nico Baby here. This Medusa's just too damn strong.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty classics. Just get as much harassment out as possible, but Nico Baby spamming out these snakes, man, coming on through, gonna throw down that arrow, but no, once again, cancelling it out. There's one thing which Milan was doing really nicely last game, which I'm surprised we haven't really seen just yet in this bottom lane, but I'm sure we will. It's when he uses this arrow as a zoning tool. So he throws it in front of them, and they know that, you know, they can't walk into the arrow, but at the same time, you don't want to keep on sending on top of a Viper who's poisoning you up, or in this case, a Death Prophet who's spirit siphoning you. So that little interaction there is something which Milan does really, really well, just using the arrow in a kind of more 3D sense. Not just throw out a hit arrow, but sometimes you don't need to hit arrow for arrow to be good.
The time.
Yes, we smart. Bounty. Yeah, exactly. I'm well read in that stuff. Meanwhile, big long arrow going to come through and take out the tomato. So that's going to free 33 up, but he did still take a ton of damage whilst Milan went off to grab some bounty runes. Hanskin? Mid? Yeah. Making some trades. This double damage from Limp did a ton of damage with the Astral Steps, but wasn't quite able to get the kill onto BoraNija with Fada there healing him up. Ooh. And a big toss back here onto Fada just to kind of free up Hanskin. He's trying to play around it, and Limp will be able to come in and grab that illusion rune now. And even looking onto BoraNija, he's still got that double damage running. Yeah, the illusion rune comes down as well, but can't find the initiation onto BoraNija. Doesn't really want to throw down the Dissimilate, that would be his last spell, and could put him in an awkward position. So just going to play it safe, keep the advantage.
Dire are scanning.
And bottom lane onto the DP, just a decent amount of harassment coming down with 33. Might even be a little bit more than that, as the arrow's going to sail through and not connect onto anybody, but 33 turning it around. Going to throw down the Spirit Siphons onto both FNG and Nico Baby, running into the trees, but Hanskin is here as well. Too many heroes. I think he could be in some trouble. Avalanche comes through. Do they have the toss? They do, but they don't really need it. Although that said, the heal comes through, but they will be able to bring him down. But now Hanskin could be in some trouble as Fada gets on top of him, pops down that Heavenly Grace on top of him, trying to finish the job. Meanwhile, Milan has to jump away, just about survives. Arrow comes through, kills off Hanskin. Meanwhile, Fada stuck in the trees, but with that Heavenly Grace, he will be okay. Kind of interesting trade being made here at the bottom lane, but I guess that does go the way of Alliance in the end, because they get that kill onto the all-important Death Prophet.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Wow.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What? What? Nice. You know, I love me a good naked hammer, and they will be able to run down Mata. He gets Fata. He gets naked hammered as they look in towards 33 as well. Trying to hide in the tree. He's going to pop the exorcism. He's only got one Spirit Siphon to work with here, so it could be a little bit awkward, but it's going to be enough to chase back Alliance. And Hanskin actually getting a little bit stuck in the tree lines here, and he gets run down very, very quickly. Meanwhile, Mjolnir Hammer comes down onto that tower. S4 getting those pushes in nice and early here as that tier 1 tower starts to tick away to that damage. Yeah. .33 with some nice footwork there, though. Yeah, plus it's going to give him a lot of kills threat with his level 6, right? Which he obviously now has. I mean, no one wants to come into lane versus S4 here, because if you just get ravaged and meteor hammered, you may well just die. Sad. For sure. Arrow going to connect though. This Tidehunter could be in some trouble here as he's getting jumped upon by Milan, but at the same time he's a big tanky boy and not going to go down too easily, especially with all that health regen by the Meteor Hammer, and he's sitting on a natural 13 HP regen, so it's very, very hard to actually get through his tanky exterior. A lot of heroes moving in here. S4.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Riches.
Invisibility. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Here he comes, the big fishy boy. Hammer off cooldown again. Like, he just doesn't care. Just again and again. Every time it's off cooldown, it comes over. Now they drop the Ravage down onto the Death Prophet here. And then Nip coming in as well as FNG throws in a couple of impetuses. And with the toss back, it is going to be enough damage to bring down 33. And Spada joining this engagement for some reason. I mean, he's going to try and get up as much damage as he can with the Purification. Meanwhile, an arrow from the sideline catches onto FNG. Milan drops down the Starstorm, but FNG is still healthy enough to survive through it. And that is going to be the tower going down at last from the side of Alliance as they take down 2 heroes.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think he realizes that without this Ravage, they don't really have the capabilities to bring him down super easily, so
is under attack.
knowing that those TPs came in top,
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very nice trade. Meanwhile, S4 now he's in the mid lane. Oh my goodness, this is so obnoxious.
You've been burned.
Yeah, he's too big. Manages to steal across the creep wave. 10 seconds to the back. I mean, this is just cloudy, but it's very, very good. I mean, it's cheesy, but at the same time, it's good cheese. You know, it's a nice, well-ripened gorgonzola. It's not some stinky blue cheese or something. The gorgonzola is a blue cheese. Let's go. Yeah, they're coming in for him.
Don't run off.
They want the big boy. They see FNG instead, though, so they'll have to change targets onto this Enchantress as the LSA comes down onto FNG, and they will be able to get that kill easily. But Alliance are bringing in some heroes as in rocks up the Medusa with that Stone Gates coming down, but S4 has gone down all the same. Yeah, the Spirit Siphon doing a hell of a lot of damage to the big tanky Tidehunter. Nice strike in from Mud Golems. Medusa kind of ran around that fight in circles with Stone Gaze and didn't really do anything, to be honest. Yeah. No problems at all. In.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah, it's a good idea to try and come up with some kind of counter percentages. Play the math game. All about that. But no, this game's going to hit a bit of a rock now. I would kind of like to see Alliance do something with this Ravage, but at the same time, they kind of just want to make space for their Medusa to farm. Until she's really online, their damage is a little bit lacking. I mean, it's a Void Spirit, really, isn't it? And yeah, it just feels a bit awkward. S4 getting jumped again in the middle lane. He did manage to dodge out the arrow, but still could be in some trouble here as the stun's going to connect him with that Spirit Siphon. I mean, it's just slowly melting away at S4, and he's going to go down in the exact same way as before. Wow.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scared. Shine has fallen to the dark.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Meanwhile, Limp, though, he's doing some fancy stuff with Mirana, and he's actually going to be able to secure himself a solo kill, so Limp gets something at least. But now Skidder, he's angry. You killed my support. Come back here, Limp. But Limp is not trying to give him the opportunity here. Has himself a taunt to throw out. His cooldowns are available. In about 3 seconds, will have himself a dissimulate. And Skidder, he's bored. You know, these low attention span carries, just see some creeps, get distracted, and start farming up that creep wave. Didn't want to chase after squirrels.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mudgolem's looking way better in this game too, though. It's nice, you know. They're playing at a much higher pace than game one. It feels like they really know what they're doing with this draft, rather than last game. They did just feel a little bit lost. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Meteor Hammer, though, down to the bottom lane, lands onto Skidder, and now the Avalanche Tots combination comes in from Hanskin, grouping them both up together. Oh my goodness, the Sven is dead. 33 could be in some trouble as well. Milan trying to help him out, but he can't really commit that much to actually save him here. But BoraNija comes through, the Cavalry are coming. They're looking for some revenge on Mudgolems, but Alliance still holding their lines as the LSA comes down. Hanskin at the back line, so finds a cheeky pick up onto 33. Beautifully done from the Tiny with that fresh Blink Dagger coming out and making 2 huge moves already with it. And now BoraNija gets a little bit carried away as he lands a big stun, but the Laguna Blade comes down. Not going to be able to bring down Limp. He's going to lose his first life. Alliance, they're sticking around for life number 2. I think they very well might be as in comes that Meteor Hammer. Yule's out from the Lina. Going to help avoid that one, though. And now with Fada coming back into the engagement, Mudgolems might be looking for something as the arrow comes through. Hanskin is forced to move towards the enemy team to dodge it, and now could be in a bit of an awkward situation, but Fada's getting some tasty little spears thrown his way as the rainbows will come through, but FNG has to back himself up. The mech saves him just about in time, and Mudgolems will disengage, as will Alliance. Peace erupts in the map at last, although I say that, Nico Baby's actually in a bit of a sticky situation up here at top. CLSA lands onto him. Nico Baby could be in some trouble, does manage to pop off that stone gate, so Skidder and BoraNija just going to walk straight into it here, but Nico Baby's out. He says, see you later, pops out stone gates, runs himself away, and will be nice and safe. And I think finally, that will put an end to things. No, they were not. No, they were not.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I like this.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, S4 still doing his thing. 3 getting jumped. Fana and BoraNija are behind him, though, so they're going to be able to throw down the Heavenly Grace onto the Death Prophet, and now they can look for the turnaround onto Hanskin. Hanskin get a little bit baited there by his teammate, and he is going to get killed off.
Not the heat, it's the humiliation.
Well up at top. Yeah, they're looking onto him, but he gets the blink away. Can he actually escape this one? Dissimulate in 7, Astral Step in 3. They give up. Can't blame them. Chasing Void Spirit just feels like such a futile task.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, you just got to get close enough to actually use it before he instantly snaps himself out of existence with the Astral Step or Dissimulate. So annoying. Meanwhile, Nico Baby just continues to farm up, but not quite as quickly as the Sven. Pretty close, though.
Vanish!
Yeah, Mad Golem's just trying to invade the bottom lane, thinking they can catch somebody pushing out, but Alliance very ready for that one. Definitely someone on the comms saying, guys, if you're in the bottom lane, now is the time to evacuate, get to those trees, TP yourselves away, because it is a red zone. And they dodge out the gang pretty damn well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
S4 seems to have learned his lesson after his couple of failed attempts on the mid lane, and he's now kind of playing much more defensively.
Is under attack. Dire's top tower is
yeah, I
under
mean, that
attack.
kind of feels like what they need to be doing currently, because Medusa is pretty much free farming as it stands. But as is Skitter at the same time, so you know, it's kind of like a trade at this point. And as we mentioned before, you know, the Sven is out, the Medusa is not, stun comes through, the TPs are coming though. Yeah, we've been down this route, that's for sure. And they've got the on me, he's dead. Ravager's gonna kill him off. That's a great kill to start things off, and down goes 33 as well. Uh-oh, Mud Golems need to leave. The line in the back lines has not got the Moonlight Shadow either, so it's gonna be a very awkward disengagement. They can't leave Skitter behind, that is a problem. Does have a BKB, doesn't have a TP though, so Skitter just needs to hold on for the time being as Handskin comes in around the side, the Avalanche lands onto 2 yields come through, the buyback comes out from the Omni Knight. He wants to come back into this one. Alliance, are they expecting it? Looks like they might be. The Alze come through, but they get Rack on top of that Lina. Lina backs herself out, but now the Sven jumps in. Popping that ulti, just trying to fight up into Nico Baby. Nico Baby pops the Stone Gaze though, freezes the Sven solid. Omni Knight is behind him though, throwing in that Heavenly Grace, but even with the Heavenly Grace and the BKB, Skitter can't actually find himself a fight as they look around to the sidelines and they find the Mirana. She gets taken down. It will not be surviving this one. Nico Baby gets that kill. The rest of Alliance looking forward for more. 33 is back, has the Exo, gonna pop it, 3-man silence. They're looking to try and make something of this still. Maybe they find themselves limp on the sidelines, but Hatskin comes in with the Avatar's combo to mess things up, and they still can't find the target. As Sven is just getting completely destroyed by Limp and BoraNija. Although I say that, the two are trading. Skitter coming back in, they will be able to get the kill into the Void Spirit. Meanwhile, Fighter goes down to FNG. BoraNija looks across to Hanskin, but Hanskin has the Avalanche, he's got the toss and will be able to kill off the Lina instead. Skitter just running himself away. Meanwhile, FNG being chased by 33 on the back as he picks himself up a double kill. A little bit of a success here from Mud Golems. Handskin doesn't want to walk into this DP, so he's just going to go bury himself in the trees. Oh, he actually goes to the creep cut here. Milana's on top of him, though. Does have an arrow, does have a Yules as well, so should easily be able to control up Handskin here and find this kill for Skitter. And there's the...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Radiant are scanning.
That Skadi is well on the way, though. Medusa is an absolute monster. As we've seen, you know, they're just throwing everything her way, and she's just like, I don't really mind. You know, Sven attacking me with God Strength. It doesn't matter. I'm good. Laguna Blades, no worries. Oh, Yule's out on the Enchantress. This is a really nice pick-off here to the side of Mudgolems. They can turn this into a Roche, and they will just drop that Laguna Blade to finish off the Enchantress. Cook her up nice and good. Put her on the barbecue, and now look across to going. But Limp could still be in some trouble. Has the Yules available? Oh, no, doesn't. Actually has a Clumsy Net instead. Does it the budget way, but unfortunately, the Lina wasn't close enough to come over and follow up on that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Tossed away, back to his team, but he's got that axe to jump back onto Limp here. It's a lot of lockdown for him. They've got the Yules, they've got the arrow combination. Limp doesn't have a chance to get out of this one. He is going to lose his life. Great jump from Mudgolems in the middle lane. They can move into Roche here, or they can find themselves a different target. Handskin looks tempting, but instead they jump across, looking over towards S4. He has got a Kraken Shell. Ulti available if he wants to pop this one down here. As Nico Baby comes into this one. S4 so low, running away. Skinner can't get in that right click. He's coming up onto the high ground. He wants him so badly, and he will find it, but now the Stone Gate's cutting off his method of retreat. Has to run past another tower here. Skidder on the run. BKB runs out. Tossback comes in. Handskin's playing around with him. The rest of Mudgolems, they need to come in and actually try and help him out. And the Silence comes down onto 2, and Skidder will get away. What a wacky race here, though, as Mudgolems somehow keep the heroes alive. Oh, Fata, that is not where you want to be walking, my friend. He's going to be swiftly murdered. He tries to follow his team up to the high ground. No Omni Knight makes it a little bit awkward now from the side of Mudgolems. Was that worth it from the Sven?
The prize is mine. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Toss
fortified.
back once again, only towards the creep wave though, but it might be enough. So they've got that taunt coming through as well, but in comes Fata back from the grave throws down the heel. Yule's out onto 33. He will be okay though. Meanwhile, Void Spirit might not be so lucky. That's a long ass silence. They're getting on top of this Void Spirit right now. They don't seem to have the damage though, as FNG just comes in the front lines, tanks up a bit of the damage. They will Stormhammer across. Meanwhile, Nico Baby on the front lines though. He's dropping 2 heroes right now as they jump into the Omni Knight. He's going to get dropped. Immediately hammered down onto 33 as well. Death Prophet trying to desperately keep himself alive. Doesn't have the mana for another Spirit Siphon though. Just going to be enough to keep her alive in this engagement as he backs himself away, and the Exorcism still ticking on through, but Nico Baby completely unfondled in the middle of this team fight. So damn tanky. Now they make the play to go in and try and turn this one around. BKB pop from Skidder along with a God Strength, but doing absolutely nothing to Nico Baby. He's tapping her on the shoulder pretty much. Nico Baby does not give a shit as they will run themselves away on the side of Mudgolems, and now the Yules comes down. BoraNija trying to throw down the light strike to slow them down here. Skidder in some trouble as a Stone Gaze gets used by Medusa, still keeping a distance, so playing so cautiously here. Nico Baby does not want to overstep and cost their team a little bit too much. Alliance very, very disciplined here, but they certainly, well, I mean, I think they took that fight, but at the same time, looking at who died, it was the Void Spirit and the Mirana, so it's a hard one to work out. Thiba, break it down for us, bro. Oh my goodness, it never ends. I guess so. BoraNija on the run right now. She runs up back to tree. Sparta trying to help out, but immediately gets killed off by the side of the Alliance. They cut out the support lines, and now they throw down that Yules. When she comes back to the ground, it's going to be with a stomp as Handskin is on top of this Lina, and BoraNija will fall. Well, that makes your job a lot easier. We can definitely tell who won the engagement now.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, there have been some conceded efforts from Mudgolem to actually bring down this Medusa, but it hasn't really worked.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stand on this high ground, looks at F4. Yeah, they're going in on S4 here, but he's got that Kraken shot to get himself back. And now the Stone Gate's on the high ground. It's actually going to cause some trouble here. 33 needs to get down here. And the help is arriving from BoraNija. He's sitting right behind him, so we'll be able to keep him alive. As it's not too bad for Mud Golems. Yeah, stun out onto the Tiny. He's going to be left behind. The rest of the team just cut their ties and tried to leave, but they might not be able to do so. Amazing stun out, but now the Ravage comes through onto 3. Found a dying in the back line. Southgate scared off the Guardian Angel just in time. And now 33. Oh, they Superman across. They want to take down S4. There we go. Everybody except the Juicer is the plan here as they look forward towards Hanskin and step it down. The Juicer out of mana, out of health. She's gone. They get the damage off. Mud Golems finally making it happen here as they look forward onto the Tiny as well. He's going to die. Alliance lose so many heroes as the never-ending brawl, which is this game, continues. And they'll look across towards FNG. He's juking to the sidelines. They really want him there. Milan finds him. They've got the Superman coming on through, and that's going to take down FNG. She is gone. 3 heroes dead now for Alliance. Surely this is going to be Roshan for the side of Mud Golems.
Bounty.
Close to bringing down Fatter there. Oh no. There goes your Void Spirit. 33 and BoraNija. Take him out. Damn, what an interesting game this was. I mean, I thought Alliance were going to take it after that middle engagement. I mean, they looked so strong. Nico Baby looked completely unbeatable, and then just one little misstep from Alliance and it cost them so much. And now Nico Baby, look at that quick buy. He's going back. He wants that rapier now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Shadows take us.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Mud Golems invading the enemy triangle. They want to control this area of the map and really start to strangle out Alliance here. Farm up the whole map. I mean, I'm not really expecting a high ground with this. I don't know, if they find a good pick off, then I'm sure they will, but part of me isn't really expecting a high ground with this Aegis. You know, they're playing into this Medusa. She's still very farmed. I think they just want to get Skitter as farmed as possible, BoraNija as well, and then maybe they look for something. Yeah, that could be nice. Yeah, no, they need more. So the TP is certainly a big factor.
Under attack.
She offers a lot to these team fights. Such a good pick for 33. S4. Gonna get a TP. Oh, he's not gonna get a TP as Milan gets a double jump across with the Yules. S4, he's in some real trouble here. The rest of the team, they're not gonna help him out, and he's gonna get his salami sliced here by the side of Mud Golems. 75 seconds, no Tidehunter.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling.
Yeah, he's being buffed so hard. Solar Crest, they'll put that Heavenly Grace on him as well. Skitter, he's looking like a force to be reckoned with. They get that pick off, and now they're on that high ground.
Radiant's top tower tower has fallen.
That makes sense.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice. Not having to pop the God Strength for those buildings is just...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
Sell the
middle tower
wand.
has fallen.
I didn't even need to sell the wand. There we go. Duh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, I see. That's where I got the extra gold from. Grabs the rapier. Ooh. Dropping the rapier on the floor. Okay. Doesn't want to show it. Alright. I love this play. Is it gonna work out though? Nico Baby drops the rapier, deliberately shows himself. Now they might have said, there's an empty slot on this Medusa here where there used to be a demon edge. Something could be up here,
Dire
but
are scanning.
The prize is mine.
oh, mud golems, they might be walking into a bit of a trap here. What's our Aegis timer? It's 18 seconds for Lina, so probably... Yeah, they're waiting it out. So patient here. FNG is going to show. Maybe dangle himself a little bit, but I'm sure Mud Golems are going to gather that they're on this high ground right now. It really is. This could be the dream fight from Alliance here. They'll throw in the invisibility. They're walking up that high ground. Fada would be a great target to jump on. The toss back from Hamsky is going to start this off, and they're going to be able to take him down instantly. Fada is gone. Mud Golems immediately just trying to cut their losses and get themselves out. BoraNija, great BKB to try and get himself away into the trees. TP away. They won't be able to cancel this out. The only thing to do that is the Stone Gaze, and that is not going to be there nearly in time. So Mud Golems are actually going to be able to get themselves away. I feel like that was a huge opportunity for Alliance, and they weren't quite able to make anything happen from it. Oh, they won it.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah. Nico Baby, of course, not one to be caught out quite this easily. TP's away, so Mud Golem's just going to be allowed to take back this area of the map. Alliance just have to play as 5. They have to play so carefully. Mud Golems, they have this 16k gold advantage, but I still don't feel like it's... I just don't feel that safe for Mud Golem somehow. Yeah, that'll do it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Good old Nico Baby. Never fails to spice up a game.
Vanish.
Very true. And they do have a solo quest of their own now. S4 picked one up, so that's going to buff up Nico Baby a little bit. They've got some kind of buff for Nico. True enough. Me. Yeah, true. Bait him out. But yeah, it's a stretch. Sven has actually gone for the Bloodthorn, by the way. He's fully bought out for this Bloodthorn nonetheless. Fully committed. That's true enough. You got to make sure that this Medusa is allowed to right-click people, otherwise the rest of your team is just going to die. Like, Medusa, very, very strong. Team, very, very weak.
Fire.
Smoke up. They're so close to each other. They're going to break out right now as they jump forwards onto the tiny Hanskin, and the instant initiator is going to get taken down. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Medusa gets caught by an arrow. She's gone for a very long time. Mudgolems have to back away. They're actually going to go in on this one. Skinner tries to take on the Medusa. 1v1, and she is going to die. She gets melted. The Sven has so much damage along with the Lina backing him up. That Medusa is dead without buyback, just like that, in the blink of an eye. The game looks like it's just about over. No buybacks on the side of Alliance. Mudgolems just storm them. They take them down. Jump in Hanskin, stop that instant initiation. All of a sudden, there's just no hope for Alliance in this fight. It felt like it was such a delicate balance, this game. And then just like that, in the